Welcome to another edition of the UWA Podcast. My name is Chris Malenko, owner, CEO of Underground Wrestling Alliance, and GM of our Saturday flagship show, Vicious Beings. And I am being accompanied today with my broadcast colleague, as usual recently for the podcast, my boss. What's going on, Zoo? How you doing, buddy?
No, just being high and awake to sleep.
Ballsy.
Just letting them hang.
Well, with us alongside of Zoo today, we have two very special guests. One was actually with us last week, so we're going to introduce him first, because we always save the best for last here. This man was with us last week. He was actually the first pick in the draft for the whole draft. First pick for Dojo Diligence. But now we can proudly say that he and the rest of the Hated has been traded to Vicious Beings. Leader of the Hated, Mr. Seth fucking Schmidt. What's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, just fucking woke up because I just got off the plane from Melbourne.
How was your trip?
Long as shit. Low-key, probably jet-lagged, but
you went out there with Selena to go visit her family, right?
Yep, go see her family for Halloween.
That's good.
Last year we spent it with mine.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Good shit. Did y'all do like a Halloween fucking party or something like that over there, or do they have something different traditionally that they do?
Still pretty much everything the same. We took her little cousin trick-or-treating.
Oh, okay. Well, that's chilling.
Dressed up in my ring gear and everything. So
nice.
I had a costume, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's hot over there, so like it's not like you couldn't dress up in your wrestling gear for your costume. So
I wore the trunks this time.
Nice.
While trick-or-treating, so it wasn't too hot.
Nice. So, best for last. This gentleman has been on my podcast numerous times since he's gotten into the community. Former owner for JM Pro. Former commentator for JM Pro. Now he is the agent and manager for Scumbag Nation. It's a fucking movement. And has personally put himself next to Maniac Martin coming up for HCPW when they make their debut back on the, I guess they're going to do it on YouTube. But without further ado, a man who needs no introduction, but I want to give him one any fucking way, Mr. Good Old JM. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, brother? Good to be here.
Good. I'm glad that you're here. I apologize for the wonky setup. Kind of had to do this fast today because we all came back from trips not too long ago. Me and Zoo actually out to your neck of the woods during last week there, Mr. JM, to go look at a venue up there. Come to find out that the old ballroom that you guys were running JM Pro out of, we're going to be doing a show there.
Oh, that's good.
It's going to be a pay-per-view. And it's going to be our first pay-per-view of 2020. You're hearing it here first. That pay-per-view is going to be called UWA Fallout. Going with a very apocalyptic theme for this pay-per-view. It's going to be awesome. This pay-per-view is pretty much like our lockdown. Every single match will be contested either inside Cage of Death or the Bloodsport cage. Not one match on this card for Fallout will be a regular match. So, there's going to be blood. There's going to be people getting knocked out, choked out. might see people fly off the top of the cage of death. We don't know. You know, anything can happen here in UWA. That's our motto. But yeah, so we talked to the owners over there and everything, and you're more than welcome to come out, man. We're going to be in your hometown, so you wanna come through and root your boys to victory.
It's more than a possibility. So, you know, I have 3 clients now under contract with UWA, so more than likely I'm going to be there.
More than likely.
And I'm going to take you guys some good food around the area. We can head over to Federal Hill if you guys like Italian. Best spot in the state. So.
Hell yeah, we'll do that for sure, without a doubt. But oh god, and we got people blowing up the comment section already. So I want to, before we get into this podcast, because we have a lot of things to talk about, I just want to run through something real quick. We have most recently signed Casey Marr, Selena Bourne to UWA again, which is fine. Last time they didn't leave on good terms. I'm a very nice person and like to give out opportunities. They want to come back. They're going to come back. But unfortunately, they're not going to come back on our flagship show. They're going to Dojo Diligence instead. So, Travis, have fun dealing with Goat Squad over there, buddy.
Good luck.
Not trying to say anything bad on Selena or Casey, both. Because they're both very good workers. I've been watching them ever since they showed up on the scene in Legacy.
Attitude towards me wasn't very well, but okay, whatever you say.
Hey, well, you know, it is what it is. Shit happens, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and hold grudges on people, so
luck,
it is
Tracy.
what it is. It is what it is. But, and somebody who I thought that would never walk through our doors again showed up at my office today. So Seth, I want to thank you for quick second, for telling this man that I was at the office today. Thank you, Seth. But we actually had a very nice long conversation, and I'm proud to announce that BDT has officially been signed to UWA and will be on Dojo Diligence, and he will be bringing the Exiles of Ultraviolence with him. So, congratulations, Travis. Your show just got ultraviolent. No pun intended. So, let's get through all of that now and move forward here for a second. Congratulations to everybody who got signed. Can't wait to see what you guys do. And let's just segue straight into Mr. JM, because that's why we're here today. We're here to talk to you and talk to you about your clients, talk to you about how you came to the decision to not be behind the scenes any longer, and be a manager. And I know that Mr. Maniac Martin is a very close friend of yours, as well as the rest of Scumbag Nation. So we got a lot of things to discuss with you today, man. And then we got some out of UWA wrestling to talk about too. So first question. So how you been, bro? Because we haven't really had a chance to talk over the past month. We've had small conversations here and there, but you know, how you been?
I just been extremely busy. So
I feel you.
I didn't want to try another shot at actually running my own promotion. It's a lot of work. I give you and Travis a lot of credit because it's not easy at all. JMP had a good run, and it is what it is, and I will miss commentating, but I don't know, this year I just felt like it'd be easier if I started my own agency, signed some good talent, and just was representation. And with that being said, I mean, I'm not going to be on the commentary table anymore, so I was like, why not just be ringside?
Absolutely.
Still, in a different fashion, pretty much.
Why does your talent have to be all up in the spotlight? They can share some of that, man. They can share some of that.
Exactly.
And that's nothing against Scumbag Nation, because I know that Rob might be lurking and we're around here, and I don't want to disrespect him, God forbid.
No. I talked to Scumbag earlier. He's been at the bar since 11:30 in the morning when it opened. So,
well,
just be happy he won't be on the show.
Well, he had come through the Performance Center earlier today, which is another thing that I want to bring up. So
yeah, he usually likes to have an early morning workout followed by a liquid lunch. That's how he, that's how he rolls.
That sounds kind of like my day, except remove the liquid and replace it with the greenery, and we're good to go. But with all that being said, S is no more. Virgil Williams and Jerome Jackson took the time during our break to go back home, spend time with their families, and I guess that they had decided to spend time on the block because they came back with a brand new gimmick, I guess, or they just found their inner selves. When I first was introduced to these two gentlemen, very respectful, but they were determined and very competitive, and that's why we signed them. And their manager is turning into a wrestler in her own right. So that's Teresa Marie Walker, or Teresa M. Walker, or TMW, whichever you would wish to call her. But she is the Hood Queen, is her new gimmick now. So whatever works for her. But they came back today. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Got electricians working in the office. I guess they're frustrated at shit here. It's not my fault that we actually bought this place and I didn't realize how much of a shithole it actually was before that happened. So, apologies as we're doing construction here today. But they came back today into the locker room and had some very not nice words to say towards Scumbag Nation. Have you talked to your clients about that confrontation that happened today?
All I know is Scumbag said like one thing, and that was it. He pretty much is in the mindset that he knew he was going to get shit from everybody in the locker room since he's the new guy. So, but let me tell you, when he gets his bearings and probably sobers up, if they want to come at him again, I'm sure he'll have a lot more to say.
Well, listen. I know Scumbag Raw to be a very upfront person. Sometimes has no couth, which is fine. But on the other hand, Hood Connection, which is what they're calling themselves now, are no joke. These guys grew up in some of the worst parts on the East Coast of the United States. Jerome's from Brooklyn, and fucking Virgil is from Camden, New Jersey. So Teresa's from Chicago. So
Chicago's
I mean, like,
bad, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, she's from one of the worst cities, one of the worst parts in the outskirts of the ghettos in Chicago. She's not from a very nice area out there. I don't know exactly what part, but I know it's not good. So I'm sure that Teresa and Ratchet Regina are gonna, have at it. And I can't wait for that to happen.
I can't wait for that.
That's gonna be great. But
and I'll tell you one thing, Ratchet Regina is itching to get back in the ring. She's had a real long vacation since her last match.
Well, I heard that she's been training nonstop at our performance center. Every single time that I come into the gym, she's always there. and she puts in work.
She's she sets a goal. She goes right for it. She's not messing around. So no matter who she faces, to start her career off in UWA, she is ready.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, we're excited to have Scumbag Nation here, but I guess that Hood Connection is not. So, we'll see what that happens and how that transpires.
In defense for my clients, a lot of people don't realize Scumbag Raw is Maniac Martin's cousin. It's a lot of reason why Scumbag Raw asked Maniac Martin to be a part of it, even though he didn't sign to UWA. Maniac's more of a traditional mat mechanic. Like, he just likes straight up burners in the ring, no outside interference, one-on-one. And he did a lot of the training to help Scumbag Raw start his career. But Scumbag Raw's, he is what he is. His name's Scumbag for a reason. So this man wanted to come to UWA. A lot of this was his decision. He loves the hardcore aspect of it, the ruthlessness, and he is going to get violent. So
he's an ultra violent person. So like,
yeah, Hood, he only has like 3 teeth. Like, he has no teeth left in his mouth. Just let you guys know. He's got false teeth that he puts in for appearances, but the man has like no teeth left in his mouth. The guy's been in plenty of brawls in the streets and in the ring, and he wanted to come to UWA for one reason, and that was because he wanted to be able to hit someone upside the head and use a chair while he's doing it. Like, he does not care.
Well, I can tell you one thing right now, that Jamaican Express didn't get a chance to really show their full potential the last time they were here. They were pissed because they got beat by the Jordans and ultimately disappeared at that point. We didn't release them, and we weren't going to, but they were just kind of like, you'll see us next season, and we're not going to be the same people. So, I mean, they pretty much had a transformation like the Usos did. You know, the Usos, you know, they had that cultural background about them. They had decided that it wasn't working anymore at a certain point. Just didn't get and more or less words for that. So they got in touch with themselves and who they actually are, and they came back with this fucking just ruthless, we don't care, we're just here to mess shit up, and we don't care who gets in our way because they're going to go down too attitude. And it seems like Hood Connection went in the same direction, but we'll see what happens from that. So other than that, man, how are you enjoying, you know, helping Maniac out with all of his appearances and everything else like that he's been doing? Because I've heard he's been going to a lot of like meet and greets and doing autograph signings and stuff like that. How's that been for you, the traveling schedule and everything?
Yeah, he's mostly just trying to stay in shape, trying to stay focused. He's waiting for HCPW to get all set up and ready to go, because he is ready to go.
Oh, I bet.
But yeah, he's been extremely busy. He's been trying to do any type of appearance, meet and greet, autograph signing you can possibly think of. So, I mean, I've been keeping these boys busy between the 3 members of Scumbag that you guys have here and Maniac over there. I mean, these guys are nonstop all day.
Rancid has done a lot of promotional stuff for us since we signed Scumbag Nation, and I'm very grateful for him for that. Every single time that he goes out and does an appearance, I think he was just on Shane Strickland's podcast not too long ago, and he had a chance to talk to them about, you know, how he felt about being here and you know what it meant to him, and he gave this long story about how, you know, hardcore wrestling's always been in his blood, but he's a big man. So he wrestles an ultra-violent style as a big man, and it gets over. And I'm not going to turn that away from him. He's a man of very few words, but once you get him talking, he doesn't shut up.
Yeah, exactly. He's another guy too that's been living in the performance center. Like he wakes me up in the morning. That's how early he's there. So
Yeah.
the guy loves the lift. He loves to stay in shape, and he's extremely eager to get his hands on someone in a UWA ring.
Well, I know for a fact that he has come up to me and he was like, "You need to keep your boys on a leash." And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah, it was after that confrontation that happened between fucking Hood Connection and Scumbag. So, like...
Yeah, Scumbag probably talked his ear off about all that. I'll tell you one thing. Rancid Rod, I give him a lot of credit because Scumbag Rod might be the leader of Scumbag Nation, but Rancid Rod kind of holds that...
He's the enforcer, man.
Yeah, he holds it together. It reminds me of, like, you know, back in the early Shawn Michaels days when he was kind of a mess with, like, the drugs and stuff. So, like, I put Rancid Rod as that Triple H role, just always making sure, you know, Rod's
people
ready.
Stay intact. People stay intact. And
because, you know who Raw is. He's unpredictable. He's all over the place. You know, he loves to have a good time on top of
He's got that unfringed attitude about him.
Yeah, exactly. He puts the Scumbag in Scumbag Nation for sure.
No, well, I mean, his name is Scumbag Raw, so it's only fitting. But yeah, and I wanted to get your views on you know, how you feel about the brand split. You know, that's a big thing for us because we have a lot of people that we have signed. And we just can't put everybody on the show at once. So I wanted to know how you feel about the brand split and about how we had the draft last week and hearing Scumbag Nation getting drafted to Vicious Beings. How do you feel about that when you heard it?
We were excited. We actually all got together for that. Made sure we listened to it all together. I think... no offense to either of you guys, but they didn't really care which brand they went to.
Right.
They were ready to go, like I keep saying. But I don't know. When their name was called and they finally got drafted, we celebrated, and I kind of thought, no offense to you, Travis, but I kind of thought it was meant to be because, you know, if anyone's Vicious Beings, it's these 3 individuals right here.
Yeah.
And as of today, me.
So wait, what happened with all that? You got traded?
I got traded. Not only was I first for the draft pick, I was first to be traded. First all around.
So what did Dojo Diligence get out of the trade? That's all I'm wondering.
They got a 5-man stable of Exiles of Ultraviolence for the 3-man stable of the Hated.
Okay, all right. So you guys, they made out with numbers. That works.
Yeah, but we made out with star power. So
OP now, yeah, definitely.
I don't give a fuck. Look, our roster right now is we are going to run ratings for UWA. If Dojo Diligence beats us in views, I'm going to be pissed. Like, fuck that shit.
On that one.
No offense to Travis or anything,
no.
But I'm not a United States title kind of guy.
No, he's not. He's a world champion kind of guy. So
old caliber.
Absolutely. This is what I told Travis. I told Travis that you can you can build your show around Seth. And he was just like, I know. I plan on it. I'm like, uh-oh, spoilers. Well, guess what, buddy? I love you and everything. You're my brother. But, no. Not happening. Sorry. But as for the Hated, we don't have anything for you right away right now. You're just kind of coasting at the moment. But don't worry.
We could just go in one-on-one matches against a single person.
I'm
down with that. That's what I'm used to anyway.
Well, I mean, I would like to put Shane Frost and Tyler Clark into the tag team division. Like to see them do some stuff together. I mean, y'all are stable, so I'm sure y'all have the cohesiveness to be a strong unit. So I have faith in y'all. Y'all been friends for a while. See how that goes. But I'm happy to have you on my show. BDT has to deal with Diego Riley. And I try not to bury Diego at all. Like,
speaking of Diego, I've just been watching his monitor over here, and like he's like the #1 fan right now. Just letting you know.
That's okay.
He put in the chat that he's banned from the stream. I was like, it's not my problem.
Yeah, I was actually impressed with you, Seth. Like you're here in the studio, and you're still bickering back and forth with your good old friend Diego there. Any chance you guys get, right?
I may not be able to take on the big guys, but I can fucking multitask over here.
That's the only thing that I'm kind of disappointed in, that you got traded, because like I would have loved to see at least one more Seth Schmidt-Diego match.
Listen, we're not WWE. We're not going to shove the same storyline down people's throats, okay? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
With me being on Vicious Beings, you could easily see the Seth Schmidt Scumbag Raw fight.
I would actually love to see Seth Schmidt versus Gabriel Gates from Faces of Fear.
There you go.
Instead. That's what I want to see.
I kind of want to fight Christian Maniac.
Christian Maniac, I would love to see face you too, because both of those matches would be fucking fantastic. And since y'all are on the same show, it could happen.
With you yet.
Now you're gonna make Faces of Fear argue who's gonna face you first.
Who gets to feast on the hated first?
So.
Look, you gotta work your way to me, boy. I'm on a completely different level than you right now.
Well, let's not try to have a match right here in studio, please.
Okay, let's change the subject now.
Seth knows.
Second time at band camp.
Shut up, Zoo. Not today.
Okay, not today.
Not today.
But his band camp story's a legend. Just let you guys know.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Y'all are making me die over here. Y'all need to stop that shit. Anyway, moving on. So, Seth,
last week,
with you now being on Vicious Beings, and I know that you want to face me, I know you want to face Christian Maniac, is there anybody else on the UWA Vicious Beings roster that you would like to face before putting yourself into big name contention? Not saying that you got to work yourself up. I'm just saying, just to give the fans a bit of a taste of how you are, since you haven't been around for, like 9 months? So.
Close to it. Fuck. I don't actually remember who all's on your show here.
We got singles competitors are myself, Christian Maniac, Gabriel Gates. Let's see, who else do we have on our show? You know what? I'll just bring up the fucking draft list. Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Good thing we're already with Diego in the YouTube comments section. I still have YouTube pulled up on my phone.
Mastodon, Derek Danger, Jay Maverick, Tyler Wolf, Nikki Hagen, Scumbag Raw, Kwame Mackay, Power C Nugget, Mr. Balls, Josh Bennett, Hiromu Takamoto. Who would you like to face out of those groups of people there, buddy?
Fuck it, let's Zoo. I want Zoo.
You want Zoo? Is not a talent. He's a commentator. You can't have Zoo.
Why? What the? You probably would have a better fight with the pillow than me, so go ahead. You know.
Yeah, that's not
exactly. That's a guaranteed win for me.
That's not right, Seth.
I'll be asleep by the time I get to the freaking entrance.
That's not right, Seth.
He fell asleep in Gorilla.
Yo, fucking Ember had
God,
said the
don't remind
moment
me.
Seth finally doesn't get what he wants, LMAO, JK, love you, Seth.
Oh, I love Ember. Got you on that one, buddy.
But honestly, I would, if you want me to like actually pick someone, I would like to see you go against Balls for your first match.
That would be for his first match a good pairing.
Well, there you go.
Well, why don't we make this official?
Yeah, let's make it official. November 17th. Vicious Beings first
Where's my
episode.
contract?
I'm sending it to you through fax. Yes, I still have a fucking fax machine because I live in the goddamn 90s. Say something. I
Well,
dare
you're
you.
lucky my grandmother still has a fax machine. Because I don't.
Well, then you send me the number, sir, and I will fax you the contract. So, but, yeah, definitely going to have that match. Seth Schmidt versus Mr. Balls for 17th. First episode of Vicious Being. I want to make this match right now, though. Another first. If something happens and one of the Dojo Diligence guys in that fatal four-way win or retain the UWA World Championship, they will automatically become Dojo Diligence champion. Dojo champion. Okay? Which means that we're going to need to determine a UWA World Heavyweight Champion. If that happens, I'm making this match now. It will be a 6-man elimination battle royal. We're going to have 2 of them. The winners of those battle royals will face each other for the UWA World Heavyweight Championship. That's how we're going to handle it. And it will happen over 2 weeks. On the 3rd week, we will have the championship match. That's if UWA Vicious Beings does not, if Christian Maniac does not take that fucking belt off of Travis or stop anybody else from winning that belt. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be a very happy camper. And he will not be in either of them 6-man matches. Sorry to punish you, Christian, but you have one job, and I expect you to get it done, bud. No pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pressure. So.
No pressure. You know,
No pressure. No pressure.
Don't try to come up to me and try to bribe me and threaten me because it's not gonna work. So
No
good
pressure.
luck.
No pressure, Christian.
No pressure.
So, another match that I'm actually going to make for immediate future, which is going to happen on November 17th. Kwame Mackay, formerly known as Melvin Brown, will be making his return, official return for Season 2 to UWA, and he will be facing Power C Nugget in Cage Death. Making that match right now. It's happening.
Already coming back with the gimmick matches.
Hey, man, listen. We're known for hardcore shit. Let's keep with the fucking program, shall we?
Well, obviously I have, because I've tweaked my moveset majorly.
Good, I'm glad,
Since the
because you're
last
going to
time
need
people
it.
seen me.
We also have another match that we will be introducing. And this match will be Jay Maverick facing off against Josh Bennett in a UWA strong style match. So, this is how this match works. It is submission and knockout only. Best 2 out of 3 falls. Falls count anywhere. Alright. You need to either submit or knock out your opponent to gain a point. Whoever wins or whoever gains 2 points before wins. If it comes down to sudden death, it's not going to be a fucking good fight after that point. So, but I'm excited for that. That's going to be great. We also have a match that leaves one of our titles at jeopardy again. And that's my match coming up on the 17th, where I take a trip down to the Jordan's compound to face Luke to take my Intercontinental Championship back. It's mine, belongs on my show, and he ain't keeping it.
And just letting you know, no pressure.
I'm taking that fucking title back. There is no pressure. There is no pressure. I'm knocking his fucking jaw out
coming back
of socket
with that title. You better not come back at all.
Oh no, I'm coming back, without a doubt. Because even if he wins, I'm still taking the belt. He will just go to Dojo Diligence and just end up becoming their mid-card championship, having their mid-card championship, which is the UWA Dojo Shinobi Strong Style Championship. So,
we'll just see about that one.
We will see about that, because I want to knock his fucking teeth out, whatever ones he has left.
Oh,
hate the fucking Jordans. That's why they're on Dojo Diligence and they're not on my show. That's why.
Thank God.
Thank God is right. I don't have to deal with them motherfuckers anymore. Not at least on a weekly basis. So, but with all of that done and over with, let's segue out of our promotion and let's talk about WWE for a minute. I didn't watch Friday's show because I refused.
Same.
I refused. Sorry, I don't agree with them still doing business over there. So I didn't watch the show. I did catch the results, and I'm not happy with the results. Why they would continue to put their Universal Championship on a fucking part-timer is beyond me. And I'm not a fan. So I'm making a vow right now. I am not watching WWE main roster until Brock Lesnar is fully fucking gone from WWE altogether. My mindset will continuously be on NXT and NXT UK and 205 Live. So, with that being said, let's move into NXT, shall we? And what a fantastic show this was. JM, you hadn't had a chance to catch up on anything NXT-wise, but you did happen to just recently watch this past week's episode.
Yep.
What'd you think?
Sure did.
Overall, what did you think?
It made me feel stupid. I was like, why didn't I watch this sooner? Like, all around, like that. I said it earlier. I was just, they're just so packed with stars. You can see that they're having a hard time getting everybody into a segment.
Yeah.
Like it's it's. I definitely think it's better. What's NXT, like an hour long?
Yeah, it's an hour.
So like, it's so sad when an hour of NXT on a Wednesday is better than your 3-hour Monday night product.
Absolutely.
It is really sad to see that.
It is really sad.
Let's rephrase that, though. It's sad when an hour of NXT is better than the 5 hours of main roster.
That is true.
Well, I don't agree with that completely because I like SmackDown, like strictly due to the talent on the roster. I mean, they like a lot of people would say not to do this, but I mean they opened up SmackDown. I don't know if it was this past week or the week before with WWE Championship match, AJ versus Daniel Bryan. I was like, all right, I'll watch that any fucking time.
Which was a fantastic fucking match. That from the moment of the opening segment to where they did their promo till the end of the match, 37 minutes and some change. They gave that match 30 minutes.
I'm not saying the whole SmackDown product is good, but they started it with that match, and then they ended it with a tag match with Hardy and Mysterio versus Orton and Miz,
which was also a fantastic match.
But that was an awesome match by all four guys. I mean, yeah, that's how you if you know you're gonna have a segment that probably everyone's not gonna like, then you should sandwich it between two fucking burners. That's how you
absolutely,
should do it.
For sure, without a doubt.
So I don't agree with Seth on the whole SmackDown not being that good, because I will watch it. But Raw to me is just unbearable. I'm just so out of touch with where they're going in the direction they're heading. It loses me. It doesn't seem like they even know where they're going. But to get back on NXT, it's just like your developmental brand is now just becoming a third brand to contend with these. Like, I'm curious when they finalize the Fox deal. You know, SmackDown's supposed to be moving to Fox.
Yes.
Rumor is that they're supposed to be signing a deal to put NXT in a 2-hour slot on a day of the week on Fox as well.
Yep.
That's also
they're actually gonna put NXT on Fox Sports 1.
Okay.
In a 2-hour slot. Yes, in a 2-hour slot on a Wednesday. It will still be pre-taped. They're not going to do it live, but it will be 2 hours, which they're already doing so much in an hour. That's fucking amazing. I can't wait to see when they have the elongated time and how long they're going to have their matches to breathe now. And I really hope they don't do a lot of backstage segments, because in my opinion that can kind of kill a show. Look at Raw, prime example.
Right. I mean, I feel like they do a lot of right now. They're doing a lot of backstage segments, but I think it's only because they know they can't fit all these guys in matches throughout an hour, especially when they're plugging, you know, like if they gotta plug a pay-per-view for the main roster, that's fucking 10 minutes out of the show or whatever.
Right.
So,
and that's why they only do 3 or 4 matches in a show with like 5 backstage segments. And they jam-pack it in an hour. So, I mean, like, but their matches recently have been hella on par. Even better. Some of them have been better than main roster matches. And one of them matches happened recently, and that was the debut of somebody that we have been waiting for a long time to see. And we'll get into that here in a second. But NXT started off with Nikki Cross versus Mercedes Martinez. Fantastic match. Fantastic match. It was great. Mercedes and Nikki. Mercedes and Nikki had, in my opinion, a burner of a match. For the first, 15 minutes of the show, that's it. For a quarter of your show, you put on a fantastic women's match. That's my whole thing about NXT. They know how to place their matches in their card. But Nikki Cross ended up going over. But here was the cool part about this was the segment immediately afterwards. So Candice LeRae comes down to the ring to confront Nikki about Nikki telling Aleister Black that Johnny Gargano was the one who attacked him backstage, because we found out about that last week when Johnny Gargano had come through the crowd and super kicked the fuck out of Aleister Black's jaw. Awesome heel turn. Aleister Black gets in William Regal's face just for a recap and is like, where is he? Where is he? Johnny Gargano comes in, gives him a super kick, grabs the microphone, and he's like, I'm right here. Amazing. And Tommaso Ciampa is eating it up. I'm a proud papa. We should do this on these people. You know, how cool would it be if, this were to happen again while I'm still world champion, talking about them becoming NXT tag team champions again. And Johnny Gargano has said nothing about the subject at all. No social media, no Twitter, no interview, no nothing. Not yet. Anything on the situation. But Aleister Black comes in and just keeps continuing to ask Candice, where's Johnny? Where's Johnny? Candice tells him he's not here. He was told to stay home. William Regal told him to stay home. He's not here. You know, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Such a heel thing, like beginning parts of turning heel for Candice, that I'm actually interested in her to make a full turn. Because we all know how Candice LeRae is from watching her on the Indies, right?
Yeah, her fucking new look, though. I'm digging it.
I'm digging it.
I didn't even fucking recognize her.
Yeah. I thought she was good looking before, but now it's just like, holy shit. Damn. Johnny Gargano.
She got
Like,
a new haircut, dark makeup. I'm down for it.
like, Johnny, you are a lucky husband, sir.
Just one word.
Damn. It's like, fucking Ron Simmons up in here. Damn. But so that segment ends. Aleister Black goes backstage. Leaves out of the ring. He's pissed off. And then after that, can't remember what match was after. Oh, Street Profits versus the Mighty. These guys need to have a 30-minute match and let it fucking breathe. Because we haven't seen Street Profits full potential, and I would love to see the Mighty full potential. A lot of people don't like the Mighty, which is fine. They're heels. You're not supposed to. I love them. I like them when they first came in, and I like them even better now. JM, how did you feel about this match?
I love the match altogether. I do agree with what you're saying about let it breathe, because you can tell these guys can do a lot more.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that I saw Street Profits at a NXT like house show when they came up here to Rhode Island last time.
Yeah.
And you could tell that like during the house shows they give them all a lot more of a leash, like a lot more slack on their leash, I should say.
Okay.
So it's like I feel like when I see them on TV versus when I've seen them live, that they're just like a small sample size of themselves.
Absolutely.
Street Profits are extremely talented, and in an environment where you let them just do what they can do, not holding back on anything.
Right.
You're gonna see a totally different Street Profits than what they show you on WWE Network.
And this is my whole thing with that too. Did you guys see the news recently? Anybody?
According to what?
Okay, well then here we go. I'm gonna say that I'm just gonna guess that you guys haven't seen it.
I read a lot of news, just letting you know, so it could be anything.
Did you hear what happened in Evolve recently?
No, I haven't heard.
Fabian Eichner won the Evolve Championship. He is Evolve Champion right now.
Nah, that's the first I'm hearing of that.
Street Profits are Evolve Tag Team Champions right now. They just won the Evolve Tag Team Championship belts. And they are flaunting them. Why the fuck haven't they put them in Tag Team Championship contention prior to them winning an independent promotion championship? Why?
Yeah, I get you. That makes sense.
I'm not mad at WWE. In all honesty, I love seeing them as an independent tag team champion, especially in an independent company that is on a higher scale than others. And I don't mean that to be negative or to bury any other company. That's why I'm not naming names. But Evolve is up there with Ring of Honor. It's up there with Progress. It's up there with PWG. Defy is coming in and heading in, tails behind Evolve right now. Like, Evolve is one of the companies to be where it's at if you plan on going anywhere within the business. So for the Street Profits to already be signed to NXT, but they went to an independent promotion and won their tag team championship belts, fucking fantastic. By all means, go with that. Push that. I want to see the Street Profits come in to NXT with the Evolve Championship belts, because apparently Evolve and WWE are working together. They kind of like have one of them deals like they have with Progress. So, or like what they have with like Ring of Honor.
They can
talent exchange.
Talent.
Yeah.
Which
is why we saw Britt Baker, Woman of Honor, Adam Cole's girlfriend.
That would make sense, yeah.
So, I mean, and Britt Baker is fucking good. She is hella good. Saw her live. So, when they came through the 2300 arena, I saw her, Tenille Dashwood, who else did I see while I was there? Jordan Grace, Jeff Cobb. Yo, Jeff Cobb is a big motherfucker. That is a big boy. I can't wait until he comes to WWE. When he comes to NXT, it's a wrap. I want him and Kona Reeves to fight, and just because I want to see Jeff Cobb whoop Kona Reeves' ass. Like, I want to see a shoot fight with Jeff Cobb facing Kona Reeves. I'm not kidding. I love Jeff Cobb's character. So good. He's such a good talent. But after that tag team match that we had, because it was hella fucking good, which, by the way, Street Profits got over and took their cup and their chain back. So, good on them. Which I can see NXT is actually going to push them further. I believe that this was their blow-off match for the Mighty. So, I think that they're going to get ready after War Games happens and everything. After the War Raiders have their match again against Undisputed Era. Hopefully this time this match will end in fuckery. Because I want to see it actually have a finish. Although the other finishes with Bobby Fish coming back has been great. But I want to see an actual finish. I would love to see War Raiders maybe take the belts off Undisputed Era, because in my opinion, we're going to have a discussion about this right now after I say this. I have a feeling that they're ready. I do. I have a feeling they're ready.
I mean, they're over.
Oh, hella over.
That's without a doubt.
Seth, what do you think? I think they're ready.
No, I mean, I love both teams, but yeah, they're definitely ready.
What I was wondering is if they were going to have Strong and O'Reilly to drop the belts. And I was wondering if they're going to put Fish back with O'Reilly because, you know, Fish is back.
Yeah, I can. I'll go get it.
That would be a strong possibility.
Yeah, that was my only curiosity about that.
That is what's going to happen, because you have to understand, like, we all know this. Fucking
Freebird rule, pretty much.
Well, not even.
Well,
not even that.
Strong did them a favor by joining Undisputed Era. It was just by chance that Bobby Fish got hurt right after he joined.
Right.
But it was never intended for Strong to be part of the tag team part of it.
No, but he was supposed to be a part of Undisputed Era to be the mid-card champion in the stable, because they were going to push Adam Cole to be NXT champion when the time came for him to do it. Undisputed Era is not going up anytime soon. That's why I have a feeling that even if they have their tag team match against War Raiders, they may keep them. It's just my own personal opinion. I have a feeling that it might happen.
Or it will lead into another match at the next pay-per-view.
Right. But
which I'd be down for.
Adam Cole is supposed to be one of the next in line after he's done with his feud with Ricochet, finally, to be in NXT World Championship contention. Which, when that happens,
I also heard a rumor that after Survivor Series, after Takeover, there's a possibility 1 or 2 people will be moving up from the NXT roster.
Yeah. Which, if that's the case, I already know who one of them is, and that's EC3.
Yeah, I was going to say EC3, and then I'm trying to think of who the second one would be.
Velveteen Dream.
I don't like Velveteen Dream.
I love Velveteen. Oh, he's so good.
You don't like Velveteen?
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
I hated Velveteen Dream at first, right? And then
I love Velveteen Dream now.
I realized I just wasn't even I judged him, I guess. You know how you don't judge a book by its cover? Like, I kind of did that when I first saw him, and that was wrong of me, because then when I saw his mic work on top of his in-ring ability, it's just like, you cannot hate this guy. This guy is on fucking point.
He is.
Like, I give the guys props, just like how you're saying. Exactly. So, you know.
If you look at him and judge him, then obviously you're going to judge him differently because he's so different. But that's what makes it work for him. That's why he is where he is. He's one of the highest selling merchandise sales in NXT. So, like,
if not the highest, you know, he's up there with Adam Cole and Undisputed Era numbers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he's up there with his style, the way he does it, you know, in-ring performance and everything. He just pulls it off.
What does he say? It's an experience. That's exactly what it is when you watch him. I'm not like, well, every time that I see Velveteen Dream, I am in awe of him, just because of the fact that he is so good. He really is built for this business.
How they ended NXT last week with the whole, like, everybody coming out trying to get their shot at the title.
Yeah.
You know, that was a lot of that was just a shoot, you could tell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, so how quick, like, you know, like Sullivan comes out and he's saying he deserves a shot, and it's just great how quick on the trigger Dream is. Yeah. And he's just like, I don't really care if you call yourself the Nightmare, but next time you talk to me, you better be wearing pants. I'm like, yo, this guy is money right here. Like, come on, man. Like, you cannot hate this guy.
That shit had me cracking up. Oh my god. I know that you call yourself the Nightmare, but the next time you talk to me, you better be wearing pants. Oh my god, I started dying. Like, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was gold right there.
It was.
Man. You know, you don't got guys on like that on the Monday Night roster. Like, come on, like
just
shit.
What Velvet said. It's just, you know, priceless.
It's an experience, man. It's an experience.
Exactly.
So
it's an experience. That's it.
But he is really good though, and they should be pushing him to be champion. I would love to see Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole. Like, that would be, you got the 2 best talkers in NXT right now. That's who your 2 best talkers are in NXT right now, is Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream. EC3 is good, but he's not Adam Cole good. He's not Velveteen Dream good. Like,
see,
Velveteen Dream.
I'm an Adam Cole boy. I'm not so much.
I'm the biggest Adam Cole mark you can fucking talk to, because I've been watching him since he was in CZW. Like, the boy is local. He's from Philly. So,
listen,
like...
I'm hearing a lot of talk about matches, but no one wants to talk about the match that is scheduled for TakeOver, and that is Velveteen Dream versus Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh,
and
man.
I am a big Tommaso Ciampa mark. I really feel like you have no better heel in the WWE.
He is top heel.
Ciampa and Becky Lynch. Those
top
are the
heel.
2 heels in this. Yeah, top heels in this company.
Yep.
Is Tommaso Ciampa and Becky Lynch.
I love how you said in this company, because you are absolutely right. In the company.
In the entire company. You don't have a heel like Ciampa.
He is the best heel, period, in pro wrestling, in my opinion. Because
I was mad they gave him theme music.
I wasn't. I thought it fit his character.
His theme music's fucking good, though. I'll give
him
I understand that, but listen.
Listen,
you guys listen to this from an aspect of being an actual wrestler, being a worker. The hardest thing to do in wrestling when you're first coming up, or even if you're established and you're trying to maintain yourself, is to continuously have a reaction from the crowd.
Right.
This motherfucker for how long had no theme music and would walk to the ring in a shower of booze.
That was his theme music. That was his theme music.
And I'm just like, dude, this guy is incredible. He knows he's hated, and he's just like, I don't even need music. I just want everyone to hear how much these people hate me. Like, I love it. I loved it.
But then he comes
Dolph
out.
Ziggler heel gimmick, but they used it on Ciampa and it worked.
And it worked. But here's the thing with Ciampa though, because then he came out the day his music dropped. And he came out and he was like, the greatest NXT champion in the world now has the greatest entrance music in the world. And boy, is that ever true. I agree with Ciampa 150%. I'm a Ciampa mark also. The dude is local. I've been watching him for an ill minute. He's been in a bunch of local promotions here in the tri-state area of Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. And I love watching him, and I love hearing him talk, because the dude can go. And he is the best NXT champion right now that they've ever had.
I can't wait for the music in the game.
I put him up there with all the rest. Like he's
up there with Seth. He's up there with Finn.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he is, man. I don't know. He's
up there with Joe.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Actually, you know what? Now I feel bad because I do like Joe as a heel.
The Joe AJ Styles feud is the best thing going on SmackDown right now.
Yeah, I mean that
Wendy!
That was just money. Like, you already know these guys have done it for how many times with how many different promotions across the world, and the WWE gets this rivalry, and they're the most evolved they're ever going to be. So it was the perfect time to put those two together.
And it's such a shoot angle, and I love it. I love it.
I really think they just let AJ and Joe like talk in the back, like, all right, how do you want to do it this week? Or how do you want to do it this week? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like because they took the gloves off with that whole angle with with AJ's family and stuff. Like, I don't know. You can tell that the best workers in this company are all guys that worked across this country and across the world and perfected their craft.
WWE built.
Yeah, a lot of the WWE built guys, that's what's no longer getting over, man. And that's why people can't stand Brock Lesnar no more. People don't want to see this shit no more. Like, everyone's getting sick of it.
I don't want to see Randy Orton in a fucking world championship contention anymore. I'm done. I don't want to see, and I love Jeff. I love Jeff to death. I don't want to see him in another title picture right now. He doesn't need it. The dude is fucking breaking his body for a business that he should have been done with, in my opinion, like 2 years ago. I love him to death, but come on, Jeff, you are broken, my guy. You need to stop.
Yeah, Matt was
no
smart.
pun intended. He is broken. I am being dead serious. Like, this man has so many problems with his body. Like, he needs to do what his brother did and just be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. Because if I continue to do this, I'm going to kill myself.
Matt didn't just, like, retire. He was like, made sure he set a job up with the WWE before he retires. Like, he's like, I need another job.
He's like, can I do a reality show? And WWE was like, absolutely. We love reality shows here. Have you seen Total Bellas and Total Divas? And Miz and Maurice? Please. Come on. Nothing would be better than a Hardy Boys reality show.
It sells.
It does.
The E-Network makes dough off that. Yeah, people do watch that shit.
People do watch that shit.
I don't watch it, but I know it's like popular because my ex-girlfriend used to watch it all the time. And it was like the first time I ever saw it.
Look, I watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I watch it. And I only watch it because I don't watch it for the Bellas. Because I don't watch Total Bellas, but I will watch Total Divas. Call me a bitch if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I'm just being honest here. Like, I do watch it. I do watch Miz and Maurice. Me and Amaya do spend a lot of time watching Miz and Maurice. Because we think that they're fucking hysterical. Because they are. The Miz is hysterical as shit. I don't care what anybody says. Maurice,
that kid has come a long way.
I don't know how Maurice puts up with Miz's shit, but they are the most adorable couple I've seen in a long time. Besides Xia Brookside and her boyfriend, who should be coming to WWE soon, Sean Custom. Dude is fucking good. He's in progress right now. So, and we all know how NXT, Shawn Michaels likes his English wrestling. So does William Regal. So, I mean, they signed Pete Dunne, they signed Tyler Bate, they signed Trent Seven, they got fucking Zach Gibson, they got Travis Banks, like Wolfgang.
Oni and Danny.
Yep, Oni and Danny. So, like, I mean, it's not like they don't love their Progress guys, because they do. Even the girls, the Progress girls, like they got Tony, they got fucking Tegan Knox, they got Dakota Kai, Xia Brookside. Now I think they're getting ready to sign fucking they got Isla Dawn, which Killer Kelly. They're getting ready to sign Millie McKenzie. I can't wait for that. That's going to be great.
Yeah, that's interesting on that one.
Well, because Millie McKenzie and Pete Dunne's gimmick are their best friends. Or at least Millie likes to think that they're best friends.
She thinks, but let's see how it goes.
In kayfabe, Pete Dunne's like, will you leave me the fuck alone?
Like, for real.
Like, you're cool and everything, but can you stop mocking me? So, you gotta follow her on Instagram to really see that their relationship, because it's funny as shit. They're actually really close behind the scenes, so I'm excited to see Millie McKenzie in NXT UK soon. But moving on, because we didn't actually get a chance to talk about this match. We talked about Tommaso Ciampa and how good of a heel is. We talked about Velveteen Dream and how good of an anti-character he is, because that's what I think of him. I don't think of him as a face or a heel. He's like an anti-character.
So you're throwing him in the same category as, like, Deadpool, per se, where he's an anti-hero.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Just a lot more flamboyant, and he doesn't need to wear a mask. So, like, that's a part of that.
Yo, not to go off topic, where's the bathroom in this joint?
Go out, make a left, make a right, last door on the left-hand side.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
I lost, I did.
But Velveteen.
Again, I was drunk.
Velveteen's good. Tommaso Ciampa is great. We know that this is going to be a great match. This shit's going to be. I can't wait. This is going to be a bar burner. Like so much expectation coming from this right now.
Now here, let's bring up my favorite part from last week. Last week's show.
Yeah.
The debut of Matt Riddle.
Oh, yeah, we completely skipped over that. This is the whole thing that I've been wanting to talk about now, the whole show, but I want to wait until JM comes back so that way we can talk about this, because
yeah.
I was on the phone,
I want that theme music in the game.
Oh my god, it's so good. Bro.
You could easily make a tag team with that thing.
I know. It's fantastic. So good.
Bro Nation.
Bro Nation.
Shit like that. Kings of the Bros.
Because he's the king of bros. So who else would be a part of that stable?
Well, I was going to say Mojo, but Heel Mojo doesn't give a fuck about bros.
No.
Zack Ryder.
Ryder.
There you go. Zack. We need to bring Zack back down NXT.
Yes.
And we can have the bros.
The bros. You know who else would be good fitting for that stable? Just because I think Matt Riddle looked at him as an idol. If you bring RVD back, but he's in NXT as like a veteran thing.
As a manager.
Yeah, like he would be their manager.
because RVD's in that same boat as Jeff. He's older.
He still does shows. He's working in PWG and PCW Ultra.
Yeah, but you have to also remember he's older.
No, you're good. You're good. Welcome back.
We're talking about Matt Riddle.
You
by the
lost
way.
like I
yeah,
did.
we are actually getting ready to talk about.
Of course, you told me Matt Riddle when I
but we haven't talked
making,
about
like,
the match
we were just
yet.
Making a dream stable.
Listen, we're talking Dream Stable right now.
Zack Ryder, Matt Riddle.
Dream Stable, huh?
The Bros.
Zack Ryder, Matt Riddle.
Zack Ryder? Where did that come from?
He's the original bro.
He's the bro.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
and then Matt Riddle is the king of bros.
Hawkins with him.
Yeah, and put Kurt Hawkins with him. Oh my god, that shit would be fantastic.
So you have the Edgeheads and the king of the bros.
Oh man,
the
that's
ultimate
gonna be great.
bros, right there.
The ultimate bros. There you go. That's the name of the team. The king of bros, the original bro, and
/ Edgeheads.
Edgehead.
That's how
the
I
Edgehead bro.
I remember Zach and
the Edgehead
Kurt.
bro. Yeah. So that shit would be awesome. The ultimate bros. WWE book that shit. Like, come on.
If only.
If only. But let's actually talk about this for a minute. Matt Riddle's entrance is fucking awesome.
Oh, I love the fact that he just comes out in the fucking sandals.
He comes out in his flip-flops, in his sandals. And then he does a double kick and he fucking kicks him off and it lands in front, like directly dead in front of the camera. Precision.
I was just shocked that he was going to wrestle barefoot. I haven't seen that since, fuck, I don't even remember who the last person that wrestled barefoot like that was.
Who? Umaga.
Yeah, Umaga. Yep. That's good.
Rusev was the most.
Oh yeah, Rusev. Rusev was the most.
He used to. Yeah, that's right.
He only wore tape.
Yep.
Umaga also did.
But he wore ankle tape. He didn't wear foot tape. Yokozuna too. Yep.
Rikishi.
No, Rikishi never did it. He had boots on.
He always had boots.
Yeah, he always had boots. That's why I said Umaga, because you would have mixed up Rikishi and Umaga.
No, yeah, you're right.
That's about all I can think of from
the originator, Jimmy Superfly.
Superfly.
Yeah. So, but let's actually go ahead and dissect this match, Sowie. So, it's Matt Riddle facing off against Luke Menzies. This Luke Menzies guy is over with me. They need to give this guy a full-fledged contract, NXT UK, and they need to push this kid because he's good. He is really good. Him and Matt Riddle had a fantastic match. It was hard-hitting. There was a point in the match where Matt Riddle had flat out just kicked him dead in the chest like 3 times.
Yep.
Oh, man. Shin, skin,
one of those
to
kicks almost fucking hit him in the chin, though.
I know.
I was more impressed with Riddle's way of, a lot of it was MMA heavy, that style.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He immediately shot in for a single leg takedown in the beginning of the match.
And then, but throughout this match, if you watch it again, it's like he threw in some real impressive advanced chain wrestling in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Without a doubt. It was awesome.
Like a little bit of shades of, some of the technical work I saw, like shades of like Chris Benoit, which I know the WWE never likes to talk about, but as far as a wrestling standpoint,
yeah, we're not talking personal shit. We're talking about wrestling. So
exactly. So so when it comes to the actual wrestling part of it, I mean, I was so surprised because when he started the match, like you said, with the double leg takedown, you're like, all right, here we go.
This is Matt Riddle right here. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
You're like, here's an MMA guy in the WWE, but then the actual wrestling part of it, I was really impressed. I'm like, this guy has been fucking trained. Yeah, he's been training. Not only can he sell, but he knows exactly when to take his opportunity to get a reaction out of the crowd or sell to the crowd.
He's so good with that too. It's so fluent, and he hasn't been doing it for a while either. He's only been doing it for a couple years. So,
but you can tell that he was a wrestling fan. He understood how matches work and everything like that.
Any single interview that you hear him on any podcast or whatever other than, Steve Austin or fucking Talk is Jericho or the X-Pac podcast, X-Pac 12360. Any of those, like where they actually talked to him, he flat out said he's like, growing up, I was a wrestling fan. So he watched WWE heavily, he said, in WCW. He said he loved it. One of his inspirations was Ken Shamrock, which makes sense. Ken Shamrock was one of the first ever MMA fighters turned pro wrestler.
Had a great run.
Oh yeah, fantastic run. He was European champion for a while.
And intercontinental.
And intercontinental champion.
He just deserved to be a world champion at least once.
And it never happened.
He didn't stick. His era was the thing that screwed him. I mean, when you are trying to get into wrestling, when Stone Cold and The Rock break out, you kind of get fucked over.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
That's why he had that original gimmick with the MMA turned wrestler.
Yeah, but that wasn't what was popular then, really. It was the anti-hero type of thing. Because if you think about it, like, Austin was... Austin just started to turn big when they signed Shamrock. Like, Shamrock was there real early before the Stone Cold era really started. And then while he's there, he has to see The Rock become as big as he gets. It's like, he was there. He literally signed to the WWF at the wrong era, because otherwise, you're right, he would have been huge.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. For sure. That was the same thing if, like, fucking Chuck Liddell were to be big right now and signed to WWE.
Right.
So,
I guess, yeah, that's a comparison, I guess.
Like, no, Conor McGregor, which would be another prime example if he were to want to do that, and WWE were want to pick him up. It's been rumored, but it's only rumor and speculation. It's not going to fucking happen.
Well, I'd rather say Chuck, honestly.
Yeah,
I'd rather say Chuck too. Because if they did it with McGregor, like they did it with Mayweather, that's exactly what it would be. It would be exactly like the Mayweather thing. It's like, I'm gonna make an appearance, get paid mad dough, and I'm out. You know?
Nah, I think if Conor McGregor was an actual pro wrestling fan, which I don't think that he is, I think he would sign for like a 4-year deal, and then be done.
Yeah, guys like that have really big heads. I don't ever see that working out.
Well, I mean, yeah, Lesnar's a prime example.
I'm glad Ronda's not like Lesnar currently, just being a part-timer.
Lesnar's different though, because he came from WWE.
Yeah,
first.
he started in OVW, and he was homegrown talent. So I mean, like. But even still, you know, now, looking at him now, I understand why he has that big of a head, because I heard that he's like that even out of character, which I would never want to meet him if that's the fucking case.
No, never. You never want to meet Brock Lesnar. That guy's a douche in real life.
Yeah, I heard. So... It's just like, dude, you're not going to stay in WWE. The only thing you're going to do is just hold on to that Universal Championship until fucking Roman comes back. And then Roman's going to take it off of you again. And they're going to retry this whole Roman thing, and he's going to get over because he's going to be a survivor, and that's cool because I wish him the best of luck. I'm not downing on it or whatever, or trying to make a joke. I'm being dead serious. It's very, very sad about what happened with Joe. If you guys don't know, he actually said his real name during his speech, which was very heartfelt. I almost cried. That he has leukemia, and he's been battling with it now for 11 years, and it flared back up, so he had to relinquish the Universal Championship to go deal with that. And I feel very bad, you know, because that's a not normal case that you see.
A friend of ours was actually at that event live because it was in Providence.
Yeah.
Donnie Dumps was there, and he
said, was he?
And he's normally not a Roman Reigns guy, so when Roman Reigns came out, he was just assuming that like he's gonna boo the shit out of him like normal.
Yeah.
And then you know he spit the promo, and then like Donnie texted me right after. He's like, dude, this is the saddest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, it brings the reality to you that, like, what they do is entertainment, and then that's real life shit. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
quick.
For sure, without a doubt. But here's my whole thing, though. They put the belt on Brock. I said I wasn't going to report about that show, but I do want to talk about this because this shit really pisses me off. You got a dude who doesn't even care about being there. He's only there for a paycheck. He's flat out said it in interviews, out of character, in UFC events. Like, he's flat out said it. I'm only in WWE for a check. I don't care about pro wrestling. What I care about is winning championships and earning money. That's all I care about. And that's sad, because if that was him in his younger days, his younger him would have slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah, probably. And beat the shit out of him, because he was in crazy shape back then.
Yeah. So, I mean,
the only good thing about Brock being back is I get to hear Paul Heyman again. But
right.
Other than that, you're right. I don't give a fuck about Brock.
Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care about Brock at all. He's
personally, I think fucking Paul needs a new guy.
He does need a new guy.
They need to get rid of Brock and find a new way to keep Paul involved, because I love Paul Heyman. I am a Paul Heyman guy. That motherfucker is a genius.
He is.
And he needs to be on TV every week. He needs to be on TV every fucking week.
You know who his new guy should be?
Dean's now heel.
That was just about to say that. You took the words right out of the mouth, my motherfucker.
I want to see Dean Ambrose with Paul Heyman at ringside.
I want to see the promos, because Dean's an actual talker, but I want to see the promos that Paul Heyman would do for Dean Ambrose and how good they would be. My client, the Lunatic Fringe.
Yeah, I want to see Heyman say that in his, like, the Beast voice. Oh, it'd be so fucking good. Someone over there playing with a fucking beat maker.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm looking around. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Launchpad. We about to drop a fat ass mixtape.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Technical difficulties on his end.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry.
So you just want me to say the second week of Bandcamp or what?
No.
That's actually what I was about to bring up.
Absolutely
not. We
can
officially turn this into JM with a mic. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
Yo, you ain't about to come, motherfucker, and take over my show. You need to sit the fuck down with that shit. That ain't happening. Hell no. I have to spin them blankets again because they didn't get fully spun. I can't do anything. I can't do anything about it.
But if you haven't subscribed to Jane with a Mic, make sure you check that out.
Yes, I put it back on screen. Yes, I did.
You had to plug it in, didn't you?
Yeah, you know.
No, it's okay. He can plug a show.
Instagram, JM__2K. Links in the bio. Make sure you hit that up.
But anyway, let's finish up this NXT segment so that way we can get this done and over with.
We went from NXT to everything else.
Everything else. Except for
NXT.
what actually happened. So, Luke Menzies had Matt Riddle pretty much all beat up. Matt Riddle turned around, did his comeback, which is fucking awesome. And then he catches him in the bro mission, which is the first finisher out of the 3 that he has that we have seen. He's going to end up bringing in the bro to sleep, and I can't wait for that because that's going to be pretty much his finish for every single fucking match when he brings that in. So it's nice for people to pay homage to the best in the world. So.
Even though originally Hideo Itami was the first one to use it, but
Shut up.
I'm just saying, I'm a fucking
Look, man,
punk
you're
mark.
from Chicago. You should be supporting your boy.
I am a punk mark, but I'll give credit where credit's due. Kota Ibushi, I think it was Japanese name was, isn't it?
No, it was Kenta.
Kenta. Kota, say close enough.
Mm.
He's the one who originated it.
You are right. I'm not gonna lie.
I just wish Punk
but
gave him more credit than
CM Punk made it famous. So.
Hence the reason why now Hideo uses a different variation of it.
Yep.
Which I actually like too.
I do too. I would prefer to him to do like a torture rack go to sleep instead of kneeing the dude in the face, kneeing him in the back of the neck.
Oh, that's risky though.
It is, but I would still like to see it.
It'd be cool, but
It would be.
That's prone to injury instantly.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, without a doubt. I'm just how I feel about the situation. Anyway, so that was NXT because that was pretty much everything else that happened. We talked about the War Games thing, which I'm excited for.
I can't fucking wait for War Games.
Bobby Fish is hysterical. He's like, I didn't want to do it the first time. Why do we need to do it again? I love Undisputed Era.
Comes out of injury at just the wrong time.
And he does. He does come out of injury just at the wrong time.
3 more weeks, you have been clear out of War Games area.
Yep, and he what did he need to do with it? Nope. Guess what, buddy? Plopping you right in the middle of the mix. So, but yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. So, but yeah, I was going to talk about NXT UK, excuse me. But we don't have time for that, so we're going to go ahead and end this now because we've been doing this for about an hour and a half. So first things first I want to do is thank you for everybody coming through and watching. I appreciate that, and thank you for everybody else that's probably going to watch this later in the future. Appreciate y'all too for showing support. Make sure that you share this. Tell all your friends about Underground Wrestling Alliance and how we're like one of the only companies in the WWE 2K community that does a podcast that goes along with their show. So we try and keep it original as much as we can. We're all about originality here, breaking barriers, breaking down walls, breaking through glass ceilings. Pretty much going the no limit route with everything that we do, and we appreciate everybody's support. So now we're gonna do like 5 minutes of plugs because this is gonna be long. Make sure you follow us on the Instagram. It's UWA Wrestling _2K. Make sure you follow me. That's at Strange Dabs, STRANGEDABZ. Make sure that you go ahead and hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave us a like and a comment, share with your friends so that way they can come by, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave us a like, leave us a comment, share it to their friends, so on, etc., etc. So, moving on, Zoo, Instagram handle and how they can find you on social media.
This is the best part.
This is the best
right
part.
Here is the best.
Make sure y'all hear me right, and make sure you spell it right correctly.
Okay.
This is hashtag Zulick my balls. This is Z00LICKMABALLZ.
I want to repeat it because I want to repeat it because
Yeah.
it's just funny every single time that it's repeated.
Yes.
Zulick my balls.
He's gonna get that down one day.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come out mint.
Z00 LICKMABALLZ on Instagram. Okay, Zoo, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to do it again.
And also put hashtag lick my balls.
Balls.
It's kind of ballsy there.
I'm about to support
Hashtag
that
Bandcamp.
So I'm about to support. Yeah, what happens at band camp stays at band camp.
Unless you're on a
Bandcamp.
podcast with Freshie, then it comes out.
And also send that to Strange Dabs there. Hashtag Bandcamp to his. You know.
Oh god. Oh god. Don't do that. Anyway, moving on. Seth, plugs.
Well, just it's Instagram here. Seth Schmidt, STFU, and that STFU stands for shut the fuck up.
I'm telling you, you need
Simple
to
as that.
add the D at the end of it for Seth Schmidt, shut the fuck up, Diego. It goes, it goes with it. Just do it.
He's not gonna listen to
Nah,
you.
maybe.
Said that
Or
the
I
last.
may just change my whole fucking at to hashtag fuck Seth Schmidt just to please Diego.
He'd probably really enjoy that.
That shit would have me dying. I would lose my shit.
You know what? Fuck it, we're doing it.
Probably already taken.
I'm here. Anyway,
Diego's holding on to that one.
JM.
Nope, we're good. It's fuck Seth Schmidt now.
Oh Jesus.
It's over.
It should be fuck Diego Riley, but that's just my own opinion. Anyway, I don't mean to be mean to the kid, and I'm not trying to bury him. He knows that I like to have fun with him and fuck with him, but in all honesty, my guy, like, you do kind of have similarities to Seth, and
He has a fetish for me. That's why
that's
I changed
not
my website.
okay.
No.
Stop that shit. Anyway, JM, you want to go ahead and do your plugs?
Yeah, Instagram wise, hit up my client Scumbag Raw and Maniac Martin. That's at Scumbag Raw 2K and at Feel the Maniacism for Maniac Martin. My personal one is at JM__2K. Hit up my boy and my sponsor at TazBeats9. Also on SoundCloud, he's got beats on there for sale. Taz Beats, TAZ space BEATZ. And my other boy, PC Ratchet, which is PC space Ratchet. That's all I got.
Awesome. Right on. Let's see. I think it's time for us to do our wonderful, fantastic outro that I love to do every single time that we do our podcast. So, this has been another installment of Underground Wrestling Alliance podcast. This is season 2, episode 2. Thank you, everybody, for graciously being a part of this every single time that we do one of these. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. I never ask for money from y'all to try and help promote my podcast. I do this shit just for fun. Completely speaking out of character here right now. These guys are my best fucking friends, and I love working with them. So thank y'all for coming through and always hanging out with me whenever we do one of these. It's always a fun time to talk wrestling with y'all. So, with that being said, we are Underground Wrestling Alliance. We are the new land of ultra violence, the new home of extreme. Coming November 17th, season 2, episode 1, Vicious Beings. Sunday, November 18th, season 2, episode 2, Dojo Diligence. Be doing that every single week from then on out. So make sure that you go ahead and, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to know when we go live. Spam that like, spam comments if you want to. Just don't go over fucking board. Because I will have to go through and delete a lot of them. Hashtag Bandcamp.
Hashtag Scumbag Nation. Hashtag It's a Movement.
No,
Hashtag
I changed it. It's I changed it. It's hashtag It's a fucking movement now. I had to change it.
I'll take it.
Okay,
I'll take
awesome.
it.
Awesome.
That's better.
So
But I'm gonna profit off both. But I'll take it.
hashtag It's a fucking movement. Hashtag Killer Carnies. Hashtag Welcome to the Carnival. Hashtag The Red Eyed Demon. So I don't know what else.
Hashtag the hated.
Oh. Hashtag Hood Connection. Hashtag I guess we can
Hashtag
use
number 1.
I guess we can use this hashtag hashtag purity. Yeah. Hashtag praise the jort. I can't even finish it without trying to get sick. Sorry.
No.
I can't do it.
I don't
Can't do
want
it.
to.
I just
we trying to
can't. Nothing. It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
let's just. All right.
So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to another successful podcast, I believe. Stop it. And we will holler at y'all next week, because in 2 weeks is the start of our seasons. So holler at y'all in a
So
bit.
the second time, the second week of Bandcamp.
Later. No, bye.